Hello. Today I'm going to be breaking down one of my songs called Put Me Out off of my EP called Saying Things Until I Mean Them, Run the Clip. If you haven't heard the EP or this song or any of the songs, please feel free to check it out. I'll link them all down below. The song I based it off of is The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. It's very straight to the point. It's got this fucking sweet ass solo in there. So I wanted this song to be right at the gate, really exciting and punchy. So this song, the drums kind of kick it in really quickly. So this song is an E. It kind of just does the same chords over and over, just variations of it the whole time. It's very straightforward. Just E, B, and A. Sometimes the D chord comes up every so often. And the main riff that the lead guitars are doing is very straightforward. It's just this up and down pattern. And that just repeats twice. And right there, I had another lead guitar come in just because it does the same thing twice in the intro. So I thought I'd give it a little zhuzh here and add another lead guitar that harmonizes with it. It actually comes in, it pans far right and comes in and blends in with the first guitar. And that leads us into the verse here. So the first verse is very straightforward. Just the guitars are doing the same chords, E, B, A, as the intro, just palm muting it, just doing. Ignore this guitar, it's buzzing, and I don't know why. The drums are straightforward too, just kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. And from the first verse, it goes straight into the pre-chorus. I wrote this with intention of it going straight into the chorus, just thinking with that Jimmy Eat World song in mind, just how quick it is to the punch to get to the chorus. And I tried a lot of different variations of trying to get this to go into the chorus right away. And it just didn't sound right. It felt very rushed. It didn't really feel that good to go into that chorus. So it goes straight into the second verse. It feels like it might lead into something exciting, like a chorus. But it's a little bit of a misdirect and kind of slides into the second verse. I feel like it works a little bit better than me kind of just like shoehorning the chorus in. So this is the pre-chorus going into the second verse. So that leads us into the second verse. And in the second verse, the other guitars are doing... One of the guitars is doing the same chugging pattern. Just the same thing as the first verse, but the second, I think it's the right guitar or the left guitar, one of the two guitars is doing some lead guitar work. Let's say I stay. It switches it up enough that it feels a little bit different. So that part right there, there's this little lead guitar part that I fucking love. It happens once, but it's just these two guitars harmonizing with each other. The vocal's doing a similar melody. You don't care either way. So it's that da-da-da-da-da-da. So they're going at the same time, and I don't think it works like the best, in my opinion, but like I thought it sounded really fucking cool because it's kind of like a double of the vocals mimicking the guitar, and then there's a harmony of the guitar, but then they're ending a little bit different. It's just kind of cool, but here it is, just all together. You don't care either way. And just for the vocals, I use two different delays, one hard panned left and right, and I have them at different delays. I think it's like a quarter delay and then an eighth delay, just blended in like very subtly. Like if you listen to it solo, you can definitely hear them just through your left and right ears if you're listening on monitors or headphones. Let's say I stay my case. You don't care either. It's almost chaotic sounding, like they're just kind of all over the place, but played with the music just gives it like a depth where it feels wider and also kind of tucked into the back at the same time. Let's say I stay my king. You don't care either way. So the second verse leads right into the main, to the hook. I wrote like 6 different hooks for this. The main one that I chose was the one where I yelled the most. It was the most exciting. A lot of what's happening with the vocals is the background vocals. So there's 2 doubles. So there's me singing the exact same thing that I'm singing in the chorus, but just panned hard left and hard right to make it sound bigger. And then a bit of like monotone harmonies kind of in the middle, just me singing a little more, a lower octave. So that's happening here. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit? When you're around, it just comes out. You're such a fucking dick. So yeah, the backgrounds are just helping a lot. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit? So they make it a little bit bigger. So this is just the vocal alone, and then I'll add in the background vocals as we go. Hey. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit when you're around? So it's a little bit bigger. Sounds pretty fucking huge. Sounds aggressive. And then it repeats again. The chorus is the exact same thing as the first time, but the only change that I made just to give it a different flavor the next time around is that the background vocals have different harmonies the second time. So the first time, I'll play you just this for example. This is the first time around that the chorus comes in. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit? And this is the second time with some added harmonies. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit? So it gives it a little bit of a different tone. Did you have to put me out like that and make me feel like shit? When you're around, it just comes out. And that's the main change right there of the entire hook. The main change right there is this harmony that I added in. It's like a higher pitch register. I pitched it up and it just changes it enough that it changes the whole chorus, it feels like. It's pretty high. I turned it up quite a bit in there. So here it is here. When you're around, it just comes out. It's right in the middle of everything. But it's just a different harmony than, it's almost like a different feeling than the rest of the song. It kind of changes the mood a little bit of it. So here it is the first time, and then the second time with the added harmony. So this is the first time, the main vocals and the background vocals. When you're around, it just comes out. You're such a fucking dick. And then this is with the added higher harmony. When you're around, it just comes out. When you're around, it just comes out. So that was a little thing that I added. From the first hook, it goes straight into a solo. I'm not a solo guy. I know. Look at me. Look at the shirt. You'd think I was a fucking solo guy, but I'm not. I can figure it out, but I need to like sit there and figure out like what the fuck notes work first and kind of just patch it together instead of doing the whole solo at the same time. I just do take by take by take and then slam it all together. Pretty straightforward. I added quite a bit of reverb on the lead guitar just to make it stand out of the mix and give it like some kind of a bigger feel. Pretty heavily distorted too. From the solo goes into a bridge part where it kind of drops all the heavier guitars and introduces this clean guitar. And the vocals are also panned pretty hard to the right, just to give the whole thing some space. The drums kind of drop and just have a 4 on the floor kick just to keep the momentum going. So that leads into this part. Clean guitar, I have no idea what I played here. I think I played it one time, first take, and I was like, this is great. I don't even know. I couldn't remember what I played. Normally I have some idea what I played, and then I'll do it until I feel as though it sounds good. I did it cleanly enough, but I just couldn't remember. I was just somewhere. I was somewhere else at the time. So this is the clean guitar, just repeats over and over. It's just real nice. I don't know what it is. The one thing that the bass guitar is doing, actually the bass guitar for the whole song is really just mimicking the guitar. So it's doing the same chords, like everything that the guitar is doing in this track, the bass is just kind of following suit. But the bass does do some fun stuff here. I'm just doing some power chords or some chords with the bass before it all kicks in again. So the bass comes in with this. Which is like an already like very nostalgic feeling sound. If like I love how it sounds, but it comes in with everything like this. Yeah, I love that. And it all comes in here. Maybe we need space. Separation might save face. Common ground don't feel the same, and it's all thanks to you. And it just comes into the last chorus. It's the same as the first chorus structurally. Everything drops except for the one guitar and the vocals. And I put a little phaser on the guitar that moves from left to right as it goes into the chorus, just to give it some creative texture. Kind of moves around and it all comes in. And make me feel like shit. When you're around, it just comes out. You're such a fucking dick. Did you have to put me? And then the last part of the track is just the intro again, intro riffs, but the drums are half times. Fucking dick. And that's it. That's it, dude. That's the whole thing. That's all of Put Me Out. Again, if you haven't heard the song or the EP, the song is called Put Me Out. The EP is called Saying Things Until I Mean Them by Bragg, a project I'm doing. I'll include it all in the link down below. But thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.